Legend of War here, and today we're doing our first Thrones of Decay rating your Doomstack video, where we've got Malachi McCason with his cannon Doomstack. He's got a fair few Master Engineers in here, maybe even more than what's needed. The main purpose of them is to increase the amount of ammunition and also the missile damage, and you can see here we're getting a pretty ridiculous amount of damage, and that's with the damage set to, by default, Cannonball. When you put it onto Grapeshot, it basically doubles it, but really the added effect of just those extra cannonballs, let's go and have a look at what that does to this force here. So they're coming at us with, actually we're attacking them, and they've got, 2.5 full stacks at us. Not fantastic units, but it's just a case of what armies are available in the campaign for him to pick on. The fact that he's got 3 different factions here will be interesting. So let's jump in and see how it goes. So it's an underway fight. This particular map here has got some rough terrain, so we need to be mindful of that about where our positioning is for the cannons. Pick the highest ground as possible, because you don't want to put a cannon in a position where they can't shoot. And as the guy said in the email, this is very map dependent. If your army can't deploy in a position where these guys can easily shoot at the enemy, that can be a big problem. Also, if you go up against the Skaven that have a lot of menace blows available, luckily in this case here, I don't think they've got any menace blows, that could do a lot of damage to your cannons. Okay, so we'll try not to get within a range of them, because I reckon they'll wait for their reinforcements. We'll have these guys hold the line as best they can. So with the different shots here now, Cannonball doesn't have as much damage, but it's got more range. If we switch it to Grapeshot, damage goes way up, but the range goes down. Now, comparing this to Empire and Napoleon, pretty much the last time that we saw Grapeshot, I believe that this is much higher range compared to what those games provided, because I remember in Empire and Napoleon, Grapeshot was super powerful, but you had to wait until the enemy was pretty close in. So you'd use the standard shot for ages until they closed in. Almost to within range of small arms fire, like 140 sort of range. But this is much longer than that. So we start with regular cannonball shot, and we just need to make sure that the line of sight is not obstructed for any of them. So this over here, this is a troublesome spot. Okay, maybe these ones here just rotate, the 3 of them just rotate a little bit more towards the Skaven army. Okay, yep. And we need to get these guys to stand within the Grapeshot distance there. They've all got Iron Warden tankards as well, so they're going to heal. Because we're bound to get a bit of friendly fire. So we're going to be standing about here, and also spread them out, just to act as a roadblock to the enemy.
Nothing can stop us.
Wait for them to bring all of their forces to bear, and let's see how this performs. Make sure we're all standing in a position that is going to be easily for the cannons to shoot at them. We don't want to be obstructed. Single entities is definitely the right choice here to hold the enemy back without these guys getting obstructed. So they did a little bit of damage to us because they've got this army ability here as well. Okay, hang on, there we go. They're coming in range straight away. And here we go with Grapeshot. Yeah, basically just deletes units. All we have to do is hold them back. We've also got the flash bombs to slow them down. So we've only got these ones here on Grapeshot at the moment, because the sneaky buggers tried to get past us. Alright, these are in range, but they're not shooting for some reason. Now they are. Okay, time for Grapeshot. Also got the Spirit of Grugny here, but I don't think we need it for this battle here. This is not a disaster. This is a motherfucking Doomstack. This is what Doomstacks are supposed to do. This is ridiculous. This puts the Skaven weapons teams to shame. Alright, seems to be fairly inaccurate against small single entities. I can hit them, just fairly inaccurate. This one here is getting past. Nah, it'll be fine. Can't use this from this distance. Not that big of a deal, they're reloading fast enough. Alright, here come the Chaos Dwarfs now. Let's maybe step a little bit further back. Let them get in a little bit closer before getting obliterated this time. Yeah, let's turn them all off fire at will. Let's give them a little bit of a false sense of hope. Plenty of ammo. We could have easily taken on 4 full stacks. But in Warhammer 3, sometimes it can be difficult to even encounter 4 full stacks at a time. They're almost within range. Now I'm just messing with them. Doing this. Yeah, these guys here aren't doing much damage. See, we're within range. I'm just messing with you. There we go. Looks like they're trying to aim for the Bull Centaur, but they're hitting everything else. God, they killed the entirety of the Chaos Wolf army in like 1 or 2 volleys.
Nothing can stop us.
That is absolutely nuts.
I command the spirit of Ruby.
Okay, now go to single entity, a single shot. If you want to finish this one off. Not that it matters, this wasn't a disaster campaign, so he doesn't need the save file sent back in. Kill that one. Yeah, if you want to kill single entities, you definitely want to use the single shot.
Let the vengeance begin.
Like, barely any of the units survived. Like, it was almost instant army losses as soon as they crossed over the line. It's so powerful. So looking at some of the kills that they got, it's all fairly spread out. This one here, 860 kills. Close victory, huh? 2 casualties. And this is because of their army ability. They had enough ammunition to easily take on more. I guess the big test for this could have been to see how they would perform against more elite units, but this is actually relatively early on in the campaign, so the only thing I could have asked for to really test this out is a later game situation. But he's managed to step this up by turn 55, which, that's still kind of the mid-stage of the campaign. And the AI takes a long time to really get their super strong armies together. I imagine that this would be a little bit difficult to use against the Wood Elves, with a lot of stalking units and also in kind of loose formation. If they brought a Iron Demon with a Dreadquake Mortar, you could probably outrange it and just shoot it with the single shot to get rid of it. And also, with the change to the way that they're behaving now, on very hard battle difficulty, which this is on, the Dreadquake Mortars will probably shoot the Master Engineers now, so they're actually less of a threat. So that's across all battle difficulties now. So I'm just thinking, what could the Chaos Dwarfs have brought that might have given us some trouble? And I honestly can't think of anything. Because we outranged them. Anything that wasn't outranged is probably going to behave really badly. Like, any kind of infantry wouldn't have mattered. It just deletes them. Maybe just, like, more single entities. And the thing is, the AI is not likely to build this kind of army, but if they were to build a full stack of Bull Centaur Taurox, even that might struggle a little bit, because it does take them a while to kill the Master Engineers. And I just leave it on single shot. You saw how quickly these guys get killed on the single shot, because that damage output is freaking ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything that the Chaos Dwarves could bring that could beat this. As for the Skaven, Menace Belows. Just going to need to bring Menace Belows and just stalk as much as possible. And more stalking with the Greenskins as well, but they don't have access to any kind of Menace Below. There's no Greenskin unit that's going to go toe-to-toe with this. This is ridiculous. So, I tell you what, post in the comments what army you think could actually beat this Doomstack, because I'm drawing blanks. It doesn't matter what we choose here. Now, let's have a look at what he's done to make this so powerful. So we were on the attack there, which is good, so no end turn thing. We've got the Nemesis Crown. So what this is doing... I don't think the Nemesis Crown is anywhere near as debilitating to your campaign as like a full-powered Sword of Cain. And once again, the faction that's going to benefit the most from the Nemesis Crown is going to be the Beastmen, because diplomatic relations with other faction, they don't care. They kill everyone. Upkeep cost in their army, they don't pay any upkeep cost. Casualty replenishment rate, that's the only thing that would probably hurt them. So, let's have a look here. Weapon strength for all units in the army, and missile strength for all units in the army. So that's the primary thing here that's giving them a huge boost. If we have a look at Malachi, his natural trait gives missile strength plus 20% for artillery and flying war machines. And then a lot of the stuff here is just like boosting Slayers, so it's not really that essential. Then, of course, you've got Tactician over here, given extra ammunition and missile strength for those units. Okay, this one, he's renamed them all to Conventional. This is a new trait for the Dwarves. Ammunition for artillery units and missile strength for artillery. I guess that's why he's gotten so many of them. But I would say, given how that's performed, you probably don't need as many. These guys here are really just there to hold the line. Yeah, I don't think you even needed that many for this situation, at least. Because you could have had more cannons, just more Ducker. But again, not needed. This is good. So, on top of that, you've also got Triangulation for missile strength and Requisition for ammunition. That's why these guys have 77 ammo. And this one here has got more. Why? Why has that one got more than this one? Has it got something to do with the rune? I'm not sure. Because, yeah, some of them have 81 ammo. And some of them have 77. I'm not sure what it is that's doing that. Doesn't matter. Then you've also got the Spirit of Grugny here. The Vampire Coast mechanic. Which is definitely providing them a lot of bonuses, but not so much in terms of this particular army. You could honestly give this army to any lord. Like, you would not get the 20% missile weapon strength from Malachi, but this could go into anyone and be almost as effective. But yeah, in terms of rating this, it seems like it's fairly convenient to... Oh, it's turn 57, not 55. Fairly convenient to be able to recruit this, because if we have a look at Master Engineers, at what level do we get new ones now? So we now increase the capacity for them at tier 3, so it's pretty easy to get a whole bunch of conventional, well, at least the Master Engineers. It's most likely that this guy saved them in one campaign and then loaded them into this one, because it's only turn 57. Getting this many traded heroes, I know from personal experience, that takes a while. So we either got insanely lucky or they're saved characters, and I don't have a problem with either case. So yeah, getting this up and running really quickly, that would not be a problem. So, yeah, you could get this done, yeah, by turn 50 without excessive cheese. Okay, so in terms of rating this, it's obviously a 10 out of 10 in terms of power, but you just got to be very careful in how, what enemies you go up against, whether or not they can, the terrain that you're going up against, and also if they've got a lot of stalking units, because you can't shoot what you can't see. In terms of ease of use, it was pretty easy in that particular situation for sure. Basically top marks in that regard. And then convenience of recruiting, seems like top marks as well. Getting these heroes is not that much of an issue. So this is about as close to a 10 out of 10 Doomstack as I think the dwarfs are going to build at this stage. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this Doomstack and what enemy forces, which factions and what units could actually pose a threat to the Doom cannons here. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you. Appreciate this save file being sent in as well. And we'll see you next time. Later, guys.